right, you guys, we are finally here. This is Area 27 as it stands right now. My name is Marcus, you're watching Roads Untraveled, and we're finally here. As you can see, the straightaway down there is insanely long. I mean, I can only imagine what kind of speeds you could get if you were in like a 700, 800 horsepower Lambo or something like that. It gets me really excited about when this track is going to be finished. So come along with us, enjoy the track walk. We got some interviews with Jacques Villeneuve, the designer of the track, as well as some founding members. So enjoy that, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Well, hi, Jacques Villeneuve here, and we're in the Usus Bandland, just finishing the design of a racetrack, Area 27. So today was just a tour with members and prospective members as well, just to explain about the racetrack, how we've designed it, why, explain the corners, and right now it's the work has been going on, so the land is all laid out. It just needs to be, we just need to put the tarmac. Right now we're in the process of deciding where the walls should go, just for all the safety issue, runoff areas and all that. Maybe just 20% of the walls are put down, so we're just discussing that, using this event as well to go through this aspect. It wasn't too complicated because we used the land basically. The key for me anyway was to use the land, because so many tracks now are just cookie cutters, you know, just the feeling is they've been made by an architect on a computer, and pieces are put on the ground and there's no natural flow to it, where I've always wanted to do a track like they used to be made. Basically you can just imagine taking a bike along and the track gets designed behind you as you just follow the lay of the land, and that's a little bit what we've done. So of course with some ideas of what kind of corners we were wanting, high speed, low speed, followed by a braking area, a blind corner or not. So trying to still make it into a proper driver's track, also challenging, fun to drive, giving the feeling that you're actually going somewhere, and with some opportunities for overtaking. If there's ever going to be some racing, you need it to be also a good racetrack for racing.
From the air is amazing. It's I've been flying over for the last 3 or 4 months, watching the progress, and it is a huge track. And just going down the straightaway, even in a helicopter, takes a lot of time. I've met a lot of really good friends here, and had some fantastic events. And this club is becoming just a great group of people. Well, I think that not too many people will realize the magnitude of this track. This is, in my view, one of the best tracks in North America. It's been designed by the best and built by the best, and I think this is going to be world-renowned, this track.
Yeah, this is the, well, I don't know, 3rd or 4th time I've been out here with Jacques and Trevor on all these track walks, and to hear them talk about, they want it to feel like you're driving a country road as opposed to something designed on a computer. That's what I think is exciting about this, because I love driving in back roads and that type of thing, because you do get lots of turns and elevation changes, and so hearing them talk about putting that into the design is, well, and especially hearing it from Jacques, the guy's driven every course probably in the world, so if he loves this, I mean, how exciting is that? It's an F1 circuit, so there's a lot of elevation change. There's basically hardly any flat surface. Everything's always changing. So a lot of banking turns. So it's like a roller coaster ride for your car. It's even funny, walking speed, you really still get a sense of the banking. It's just incredible. Some of the turns, you wouldn't see that on a normal road, obviously. So it's going to be fun. This area too gets one of the highest amounts of sunshine and clear days. So we can basically use this track all year round.
The challenge of this track is going to be incredible. I love the mix of brand new track, really quick track, and technical track also. So there's a bit of old school in it, and it's following the land perfectly. This track is going to be, like I said, very challenging, and I cannot wait to see some asphalt on it actually. Push the throttle, that's the easy part actually. It's all the real job is the first part of the corner and the middle of the corner, how you can create more speed over there. It's small tenths of a second, and that's what people normally, when they jump in the car with me, they cannot believe how deep we go in the corner with the brakes, and how quick we go in the corners. I'm curious to see corner one in a race actually, with the little fall right at the beginning of the corner, but they all have their own little cachet. So. But corner one's going to be really nice to see at the beginning of a race. Yeah.
Bill was here to set it up. I was here to design, and then Trevor to build it. But because we all have similar backgrounds and the same passion and the same ideas, then it's easy to mix the ideas anyway. And one of the main discussions we've had was the pit lane, because that was a big problem on where to have the pit lane come out, because normally you have it come out in the braking zone, which is not good. If you want a pit lane that's long enough, and then we have to cross the gas line, so that was complicated. So then we came up with the idea of just having the pit lane that doesn't follow the start finish, and it's just like a double-sided pit lane where you can see the pit stalls across from you, and that's probably that turns out to be a nice feature. Now, I spent my life walking tracks before racing them, and it's what you see when you walk, it has nothing to do with once you drive it, so we can only imagine. But it represents most of what I love in tracks. Some blind corners, high-speed corners that flow into a heavy braking zone so you can surprise the guy in front, and also corners that don't have a very precise line to go through, because some of the corners are long and they change radius halfway through. And you could have multiple lines, and there's a lot of banking as well around the lap, so you could use different lines. And a lot of the corners, you'll probably get the feeling that there's a big margin, but you're not. You're close to it, and it will be very difficult to feel where that edge is. To my everyday life, racing has brought me a reason to wake up in the morning and work hard. You know, it gave me a line to follow. Not just to be lazy and sit on my bum all day watching TV. That's been very good, because it showed me the harder you work, and the further you'll go. And also, if you have a dream, you can achieve it. You just have to persevere and work for it, and not take anything for granted. And people won't give you presents. You'll have to make it happen.